Hey everybody, this is Darren SABEDRA at the Mercury News and East Bay Times. He's Mike LEFKOW. It's week 7 of the high school football season, another round of our high school football predictions.
Yep.
Mike, you lost 2 games last week. How'd that happen?
Well, I took one big chance on Menlo-Atherton. I guess that one didn't work out too
so
well.
Menlo lost to Folsom 49-0. Both of us got suckered into Bellarmine, and somehow, we know what happened.
Yeah, Midi won
easily. We've got a number of games to choose this week, and you get 2 extra because somehow you're 2 games behind me in terms of the amount of games we picked.
Well, there was the one weekend you didn't, and
I didn't pick.
But now we'll be even.
We're going to be even after this week, but we're going to start it off with LEFKOW'S at Wilcox, a big Santa Clara Valley Athletic League De Anza Division game. I will be covering that game in Santa Clara. LEFKOW'S is 5-0. They got a huge offensive line, huge defensive line, very physical. Wilcox is physical too. That's going to be a heck of a game.
Oh, it's going to be a real good game.
Natural grass at Wilcox.
Oh, it's natural grass?
Natural grass. Real grass, like this stuff here.
Wow, well, I hope it's in better condition than this stuff.
I can't pick the game because I'm covering it, but you can, and you are predicting Wilcox to end LEFKOW'S unbeaten season, 27-21.
Yes, I am. I was very impressed when I saw Wilcox against Pitt, and I'm going to stick with Wilcox this week. I think they're a good football team, and at home.
Obviously, it's not going to end LEFKOW'S this season.
LEFKOW'S
will just put that first L in their column.
Yeah, I mean, LEFKOW'S is a good team, so
we'll see what happens. Number 10, Clayton Valley going to California. You and I both covered the whole saga about where Clayton Valley was going to end up this season, the East Bay Athletic League or the Bay Valley Athletic League. Well, they ended up in the East Bay Athletic League, and this is the moment of truth, their opener in e-ball play. And they are going to California, which is undefeated, 5-0. Clayton, that's 4-1. The only loss was that 1-point overtime loss to Liberty at the Honor Bowl. And you don't get to pick this game.
No, but I get to cover the game.
You're covering it. I'm predicting Clayton Valley 31, California 20.
Wow.
Doesn't sound right?
A little more scoring than I would have said, but...
Okay. We both get to pick De La Salle this week because Vitas Masica will be in Danville covering the Spartans against Monte Vista. Last year, De La Salle won 55-0. This is De La Salle's first...
That must have been a fun game.
That must have been a fun game. You and I were not there.
No.
So this is De La Salle's first game outside of, they played out-of-section teams. So it'll be their first game against an NCS opponent this season. Looks like they'll go 7 consecutive games against NCS opponents if the bracket is full in the playoffs. I'm obviously predicting De La Salle to win 48-7, and you're predicting 35-10. Antioch at Liberty. Liberty's going to be opening up its new stadium on Friday night. They've been working on this thing for a while. Finally back at home. Liberty ranked 4th by us, but still undefeated. Not 4th by you. I've seen your rankings.
No, I've still got Liberty number 2.
Yes, you've still got them number 2. And we're both predicting a similar score, 34-14 for me, Liberty over Antioch, and you're predicting 30-14.
Yeah, I mean, I think Liberty's a better team. They're going to be at home. It's going to be a nice, easy win. Not an easy win, but a win for Liberty.
Okay. Half Moon Bay, your favorite school?
Well, actually, my favorite school is the high school I went to, but it's closed.
It's closed. You lived in Half Moon Bay. We all know about that 2 years ago. That was the funny theme the entire season. Well, Half Moon Bay is back, clearly. They're undefeated, 4-0. They're going to be on the road at San Mateo. Personally, I mean, I think Half Moon Bay probably should be in the Bay Division this year, the way they've been playing. Obviously, they hammered with Sacred Heart Prep, which is in the Bay Division. So they're down in the Ocean Division, which is the middle of the 3 tiers. They're going to be opening up against undefeated San Mateo, and both of us are predicting Half Moon Bay to roll. I'm predicting 44-23, and you are predicting 46-18. Reardon will be at Midi, or not at Midi, it's at Foothill College. Midi's home away from home. Midi got that big win last week, kind of made us look silly.
Well, I mean, I think we both gambled on the game, and it didn't quite turn out the way we had thought.
Reardon coming off a 41-0 loss to Sarah in its WCAL opener. We're both predicting Midi to roll. I'm predicting 36-13, and you're predicting 40-17. Foothill San Ramon Valley. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, everybody thought Foothill had kind of like gone way down, and they're 4-1.
Yeah, this is a statement game for Foothill, I think. If they can win this game, and I think you got to start taking Foothill real seriously.
Unfortunately, neither of us are picking Foothill to win.
No, we're not going out on the ledge on this one.
Not going out on the ledge. But I'm predicting a close game, much closer than you. Well, a little bit closer than you. 27-20 for San Ramon Valley, and you're predicting 34-21.
Yeah, one touchdown difference, but I think it's an interesting game.
Big game in the North Bay, Roner Park, where Rancho Cotati, coming off that loss to Campolinda last week, they're going to be at home for their league opener against Cardinal Newman. Cardinal Newman has kind of controlled this series. Cotati's 4-15 against Newman in the Max Preps era.
Wow.
4-15. Jackson Pavitt for Cardinal Newman has nine touchdown passes without an interception, and I'm predicting him to have another big game. Cardinal Newman 38, Rancho Cotati 17, and you're predicting
26-14 Cardinal Newman. I think it'll be a little closer than you're predicting.
Okay. Las Lomas Miramani on this thing here. Las Lomas 5-0, Miramani 3-2. You're expecting a lot of points. Actually, we predicted. Get this. You and I make our predictions without even looking at each other. We don't know what we're picking as far as the scores. I'm predicting Las Lomas 38, Miramani 24, and you're predicting Las Lomas 37, Miramani 24.
Yeah, I had to think about that score for a while before I picked it. I mean, I'm picking it kind of based on the way Las Lomas played last week and struggled against Vanden. I was tempted to pick a wider margin.
Now, this is an interesting one. Saratoga 4-1 going up against Monta Vista. That's Monta with the A, not the E.
Right.
Monta Vista from down in Cupertino. A league game. And you're predicting Monta Vista's defense to slow down Saratoga. You're predicting 24-12 for Saratoga over Monta Vista, while I'm predicting 47-25 Saratoga over Monta Vista.
Well, we're both taking Saratoga to win. I'm just thinking, I looked at Monta Vista's defense. They've played very well. I think that it'll be a little bit lower scoring.
I saw Valley Christian last week. Very impressive. Defense is really solid. They beat St. Francis 28-7. Gave up a touchdown on the opening kickoff. Then came back and reeled off 28 unanswered points. They're going to be at St. Ignatius on a Saturday afternoon game. So, a team that's used to Friday night lights will be playing in the city in the middle of the day. I don't think that's going to matter. I'm thinking Valley Christian 33, SI 12. You also have Valley Christian.
I took them 27-7.
Here's your two bonus games. You get two extra.
I got two extra this week.
That's get two extra. Overfelt 2-2 at Silver Creek 2-2. It says here Overfelt's played at Palo Alto and Clayton Valley Charter on back-to-back Fridays. Took a week off and then battered Westmont 36-0 last Friday. Silver Creek has the same record as Overfelt, but the schedule hasn't been as challenging.
Right.
So, and you're predicting?
I'm predicting Overfelt 35, Silver Creek 16. Ooh. I think Overfelt is not a bad team. They were just overmatched against Pally and Clayton Valley Charter.
And we're giving you one chance to make a comeback with Menlo-Atherton. You get to pick the Menlo-Atherton game. They're going to be at home for the first time since blowing out Bellarmine. Obviously, they've had 3 bad losses against really, really good teams since then. They're going to be at home to play Arroyo Grande, which is not a bad team. 2 losses on the season, 1 to San Luis Obispo by a touchdown. Actually, the exact same scores. 28-21 to San Luis Obispo and 28-21 in overtime last week to Bullard of Fresno. Both Bullard and San Luis are both 4-1. So what do you make of that? I think Arroyo Grande is a decent team.
Well, what I made of it was Menlo-Atherton 28, Arroyo Grande 21. And if I'm the coach, I'm telling
Arroyo Grande to lose a 28-21 game for the third time this season.
I'm telling the MA players, if I'm the coach, this is a character game, fellas. This is a big one for you. You're at home. You've got something to prove. Character.
And if they don't show character and they come out and lay an egg again?
Well, I'll worry about that next week. But I'm going to say MA is going to pull it off.
And they're going to win their second game of the season.
They'll be 2-3.
Going to be 2-0 at home going into their league opener.
Right.
So you think MA gets on track finally in the Steve Papin era?
Yeah, I think this will be the 5th week under him, and their 5th game under him, and I think they start turning things around.
Okay. All right. That's a wrap from beautiful Walnut Creek.